My ex-husband, who had an affair with my sister, emailed me after 6 years. Over 15 years ago, I met my ex-husband, Dan, in a restaurant on my 18th birthday. He was charming and knowledgeable. He made me feel special and loved. When I was young, my family was dysfunctional. My parents often fought. My dad sometimes disappeared for months. He died when my sister Abby was born. My mother has favored Abby over me since her birth. Mom virtually spoiled Abby. She always supported me and tried to be a mother, but I always felt like something was missing. Dan didn't make me feel like I was missing anything. I received his concern and assistance. He often gave me gifts and drove me far. I felt complete with him. 4 years of dating led to marriage. Despite my desire to start a family, Dan helped me get my master's degree and boost my career. He suggested we wait until we were financially stable to have children. He was the best person I could have asked for. My husband had an affair with Abby after 5 wonderful years of marriage. My husband claimed to leave town for a week, but he stayed and reserved a hotel room for him and Abby to have sex. So I found out about the affair. This has been going on for 6 months without my knowledge. I was devastated. Growing up, Abby and I were close. I loved and cared for her. She subjected me? How? Dan and I fought after due day. I wondered how he could hurt me. With my recently 19-year-old sister, he claimed I don't prioritize him and that he no longer loves me because I've changed from the girl he loved. In this turmoil, I discovered I was pregnant. Stress cost me the baby. He never visited me in the hospital after I lost our child. He and sister vacationed during the weekend. The signs should have warned me. Abby was always finicky with Dan. Dan occasionally glanced at her. I still find it unsettling. As usual, my mother supported Abby and told me to accept the situation. No one left, therefore I wanted to end myself. My spouse, child, and family died. Tina, my dearest friend, saved me. I was asked to move with her when she moved out of state. Yes, I answered. I was divorced and living in a small town. I made some great acquaintances in my new state, but it took me a while to acclimate. It helped my trauma rehabilitation, still struggling with trust. Tony, my husband, and I met a year after moving. Even though I was nervous, he proved his trustworthiness and affection for me. He made me so joyful that I almost forgot about my old life. He has very friendly and welcoming parents. A year ago, we married. I'm pregnant with our first. I received an email yesterday from my ex-partner, Dan. It brought back all bad memories. I only paraphrased his email. Apparently, he missed me. He failed to find me. His relationship with my sister is awful. She's foolish and doesn't care about him like me. His birthdays were celebrated with cakes from me. Abby texted him happy birthday instead of buying him a cake. She also disrespects him and displays her pals in the pub. He said she cheated on him 5 times. An affair with his cousin occurred. Not even our mother intervenes. He's been missing me, but he'll divorce soon. He wants another go as a couple. He wants family reunification. He probably doesn't know I'm married and pregnant because I only use Instagram privately. His side grass is brown rather than green, so I'm not sure if I should laugh or feel sorry for him. I appreciate everyone who supported me and sent me notes. Just emailing him is my plan. It goes like this. Dan, although I'm sorry for your grief, I can't be there. I used to accept you immediately away, but that girl is gone. That girl died after I miscarried and you were with my sister. You never answered my call. My husband is fantastic and loves me. I am also expecting our first child. I'm starting this new chapter with someone I love. Please never contact me again. Choose what to do. You chose my almost legal sister over me. I don't care whether she betrays or disrespects you. Anyway, you deserve no respect or loyalty. Former life in my previous town is over. Moving on and contemplating who you are will help. You're an aging, insecure man who wanted a young woman. See you later. Within an hour, he replied. He said he was dumb to assume I would wait for him after he went. He said I would always be his baby doll and he would wait for me. Shuddered deeply. To call me what he did disgusts me. Mom and sister also emailed me. Mom congratulated me and conveyed her enthusiasm about being a grandmother. She became the cool aunt once my sister said so. They're unbelievable. They forgot how to treat me when I needed them. And lied to me. I feel stupid. My sister is old enough to realize that having an affair with a married man is wrong, thus I should be unhappy with her. Also with your sister's husband. I stopped talking to everyone. My pregnancy is 5 months old. Stress is too much for me. God bless my husband. He comforted me when I cried, took me to ice cream after. Hope I can overcome this. My ex's email hit me like a freight train. The horrific things he did to me were remembered. My mother and sister sent me 2 additional emails hours later. They contacted me via my old email, which I rarely use. How they found out about my pregnancy is beyond me. I try to disappear. Nothing about my baby bump choices has been posted on social media. Just follow my friends on Instagram. It only frightened me. I started crying then. Luckily, Tony, my husband, was there. Holding me, he put me on the couch. My identity is known to him. Nobody hid anything from him. I worried my sister and mother would find me. We're hundreds of kilometers apart, he said. We discussed my concerns and how my mother and sister would want to meet my child. He offered to check with his police-affiliated uncle for our safety. Even if they came here to force me, he would fight for it. He would review this with his lawyer friend who assured me my ex was fine. He can no longer hurt me. My husband joked about moving across borders if necessary. Finally, a reader advised I tell the daycare about my mom and sister in case they take my child. No, we won't put her in daycare. I resigned to care for my child and recover from giving birth even though I work. My bank account has decent savings. I chose this myself. I'll return to work when our princess is older. In-laws are amazing. My parents-in-law live nearby. Both are wonderful people who offered to help me with my child. Don't worry, I have excellent support outside my in-laws. I think Tina and Jenny adopted me. They've always been kind and helpful. I have beautiful people in my life, something I never had as a youngster, even though I don't know the future. I'll depart and let my husband pamper me. If something major happens, I'll update you. Also blocked, my mother, sister, and ex.
Oh my God. I heard Laura was seen wearing the same outfit twice in a week.